Say good morning to your Grenada, Carriacou, Pity Martinique, all the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the world. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Grenada. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well with you and yours, wherever you at around the world. Let me say good morning. Let me say good morning to those of you who start viewing us via GBN TV. Those of you also who are viewing us via, of course, the YouTube, Facebook. Thanks, of course, tuning into us via those platforms. And have a good day. If your day already started that way, good. Hope it continues, and keep it that way, folks. Keep it that way, keep it that way, keep it that way. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. Let me say good morning to my good bro once again, Gary. And, it's G Squared, and Gary's at the remote location this morning. Hopefully we got everything sorted out the way that we wanted it to be this morning. And let's say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. Well, still having a little bit of audio issues there, so we're getting a little bit of a reverb in the audio there a little bit, but let me see if we could have that sorted out. Not too sure, but let me get things rolling still while that gets sorted on you. And of course, folks, just have a peek at your pretty face while, of course, I get things taken care of for a wee bit. Hey, let's get into it, folks. Don't forget, lots in store for you today. Today being Friday, the end of the week for you, folks. And you know something about Friday and heading into the weekend, of course, makes folks so happy, especially for those of you who don't have to work on the weekend. Yeah, Friday could out to be a pretty interesting day for you. End of the week, and you're saying to yourself, hey, I have the entire weekend off. It's my final work day for the week, and certainly hope that you are able to make the best of it, if you can say that. Hey, let's get kicking off, of course, with all that the lineup for today. Don't forget what we will carry for you. Don't forget at 7 a.m. this morning, we'll take a peek at the weather forecast from the Point Celine's Met Office. Yes, we're going to let you know it's going to be like weather-wise for today. And yes, what the forecast is going to turn out to be for the rest of the daytime tonight. We may even get a bit of an extended outlook for this upcoming weekend. Take a note of that. Hey, don't forget we also have the AM edition of news for you. That's the of course, K105 morning news, and that's coming around for you at 6:45 this morning. And I'll let you know about that when they do come around. And for those of you viewing via GBN TV, and don't forget that you could get a repeat of last evening's news as of GBN TV. And we're getting set for the word of the day. And let's see if we can have my good bro take care of that, if it's possible for him to take care of that. And if not, I may have to chip in and take care of everything as usual. Anyway, let me go back to Gary. Gary, good morning. Yeah, well, actually, I don't have that on, per se. I don't have that on. I'm hearing you pretty good from my end, and I think that probably may have been rectified just a wee bit. So I'll let you go ahead with the word of the day, Gary.
Because that's what it's all about. Your word for today is meritorious. All right? Actually, no, it's meritocracy. All right, meritocracy. Meritorious. We're going to go straight into the meaning of it. ST. So here is an example word. It is company. They are well, and they are going every meritless.
All right, that was the word of the day there with Gary, this was Smooth this morning. Let's get into the thought of the day here on K105 and Hot 98. And your thought of the day today, and this is a thought, I have briefed it a wee bit, and I said to myself, hey, this could be an interesting thought that the viewers and listeners alike can put a little bit of attention into. And just think about it. The thought of the day is, your attitude has everything to do with what you are capable of achieving. May I repeat that for you once again? Your attitude has everything to do with what you are capable of achieving. If you want to put that into perspective as for, of course, that to make it, should I say, make it a guide for you as you move along today, you have a put an attitude towards certain things. And you're probably saying to yourself, because of that attitude, you may not be achieving anything. But sometimes that attitude of yours, it what makes whatever you want to achieve capable. All right, so put that into perspective as you move along this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105, GT together with Gary. It's G squared, and we do have your health tip coming up. And Gary, I wonder if you want to take care of the health tip. Let you take care of. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah, there's still a little reverb in the background, but you roll with it. Yeah.
All right. What ice cream to be said. So word of the day.
I'm ready. Tell us.
It reduces, regulates the, it reduces.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that per se, but man, for those of you who probably missed it from Gary's end because we're still having a slight audio issue with him via television. Probably on Radio Land, folks are hearing him via the radio, but you probably missed it a little bit of us via the television. Let me, repeat that health tip for you, or the health tip of the day. The benefits of bananas: reduces depression. 2, regulates your bowel system. Reduces blood pressure and the risk of heart disease. Helps our bones grow stronger. Helps individuals, of course, to quit smoking. That's interesting. Helps prevent anemia. Also provide us with energy. Reduces menstrual pain. Yeah, that's menstrual pain. And power our brain. Think about that. If you never thought a banana did anything for you, and help prevent ulcers. So that was your health tip for the day. And if you never thought that, there's always some myth with banana. Don't eat too much, eat enough. It does that to you if it does that to you. But now there are some benefits from using a banana. So there's also there's a particular saying, a banana, they keep the doctor away too, right? There's always something that comes in to help to keep the doctor away. Anyway, of course, we want to get into that health trivia, Gary, before we of course, time is still creeping up on us. Pretty soon we're going to get into this morning's AM edition of news. I don't know if you want to try the health tip, or if you want me to get into it, that health tip for today. The health trivia per se. The health trivia. Why am I saying your health tip? But your health trivia. All right. So let me repeat it for the benefit of the folks listening via television who may have missed the audio from Gary. Folks listening via radio are hearing him pretty clearly. Did you know that some people have a natural alarm clock, allowing them to wake up when they want? And this is actually caused by a burst of a stress hormone. All right, so take a note of that. And Gary did say probably he's of course he has that natural feel about himself of that. Yeah, man. Anyway. Yeah. Hey, folks, we got much more coming up for you. We have, of course, loads of course, trivias and yeah, the riddle. Yeah, well, I'll try it out before we get to the news. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. Who am I? Hey, don't forget, you can always strip in your answers via, of course, our WhatsApp number. It's 435-2041, 435-7517. Give us, of course, a little feedback if you think you know the answer to that. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. Hey, folks, moving up to exactly 14 minutes moving up before V, 7 o'clock hour. It's time for us to pop into, of course, the AM edition of news here on K105 and Hot 98. And, of course, GBN TV will have a rebroadcast of last evening's newscast. Hey, news is next here on K105 and Hot 98.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
And now for the news in detail, we start off on the education front. A school principal is accusing some parents of being irresponsible by sending their children to school knowing full well that they are COVID-19 positive. Classroom doors reopened for students across the island on Monday for face-to-face learning. A GBN News team visited schools in St. Andrew as students headed in on Thursday.
It is back to the classroom for all students for the Hillary school term in a staggered approach as the Ministry of Education attempts to increase face-to-face teaching and learning for students after months of online classes. In St. Andrew, GBN's news team caught up to parents dropping off their children at school and asked how they feel about having their children back in the classroom. While most prefer to comment off camera, they had some positive remarks.
But I'm just a little worried about, with the coronavirus, what's going on around the place. We don't know because teachers not vaccinated, although they want students vaccinated, but teachers not vaccinated, so it kind of bring a worry on us. But I'm quite excited that they're back in the classroom, even though for 2 days, 1 day.
And I'm happy they are back, but still a little bit concerned, but still I'm glad they are back, and I prefer the rotation basis.
Kind of concerned about the COVID situation because it's a matter of life and death based on how you portray yourself. And I think learning is face to face. They will do better. They made the parents, the teachers, the friends.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. Keeping them home is probably a waste of time because they've been home for quite a while. The online classes, of course, that would help, but most of the time, sometimes they need to get the hands on the practical to move forward. So, it's a good gesture.
Schools that are not able to accommodate all students using the 6 feet distancing for full face-to-face learning have been using the phased approach, where students will come in school interchangeably on given days. Principal of the St. Andrews RC School, Barbara Simmons, says they are trying to accommodate half their school population rotationally.
So, on an average day, we have about half of the school's population, which is approximately 232, because we are currently 464. However, we are not getting that full number. So like yesterday, we would have had 77 girls and 88 boys or something like that. The mood at school is sort of subdued. The playground, the yard is not as lively and buoyant as it used to be. And that's understandable because we are trying to keep them calm. Not that they can't play, but they can't play as rowdy as, before.
While some students are still at home due to the effects of COVID-19 on their families, Simmons says her teachers are faced with challenges due to the act of some irresponsible parents.
COVID is so rampant in homes. Parents are not really following the protocols of if there's COVID in the home, you quarantine the children for the 5 days, and if they display no symptoms, you send them. No, you have parents, there is COVID in the home. Some of them are still sending the children. Mind you, there are some, very responsible ones who would call in to say, we have tested positive and I'm keeping my child to quarantine and so. But we do have cases where we know that there is COVID in the home and they're still sending them.
Despite this, the principal says they are following all protocols stipulated by the Ministry of Health to ensure that both students and teachers are safe. Parents and teachers alike now await further directives from the Ministry of Education amidst a steady increase in COVID-19 cases throughout the country, which could determine what further adjustments will be made. Wednesday's COVID-19 dashboard shows 365 new confirmed COVID cases, bringing the total active cases to 2,808. 8 people remain hospitalized. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
And people who choose to refuse COVID-19 vaccines and lose their employment in the process can rest assured that there'll be no government support coming their way. The pronouncement has come from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says it will be against his conscience to implement any financial assistance to the people who lost their jobs or livelihoods due to their refusal to take a COVID-19 vaccine. He says as these individuals made their choice, which comes with consequences, and he will not give any sense of encouragement to them as they are putting their lives in danger.
First of all, the scientific evidence of vaccination is strong in favor of vaccination. No one can tell me otherwise. As a person of science myself, I'm amazed at some people refusing to take something that can protect their own life. So I can't agree with you. So I cannot give you incentive for not vaccinating. I will not be dishonest. I'll be very dishonest to say I'm going to create a program to help you for refusing to do something to save your own life. I will not do that.
Dr. Mitchell says that while others may use this issue for political mileage, he will not, adding that the decision we make surrounding the virus will not only affect us, but the safety of others.
If you want to vote against me for this, and I'm talking to people who think like that, then that's your right. But I can't, in conscience, create something to encourage you. In effect, what I'm doing, encourage you to destroy yourself and your family. I'm not going to be in that. Some people might be prepared to do it for a vote. Let them do it. But I am not going to do it. So my urge is protect yourself. No, if just vaccinating and because when you go to the job, it's not just about you, no. It's also about the person. If I'm in business and I say, look, I don't want you to come and infect my staff, and you must do it, and I don't have an alternative place for you. If I have, then I will do so. That's tough love, my friends.
The latest health dashboard shows that 95% of the population is unvaccinated, 3% is fully vaccinated, and 2% is partially vaccinated. Christelina John, GBN News.
And staying with health news for the time being, the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sean Charles, says the steady increase in COVID-19 cases here and the demand for testing is becoming a major challenge for the health sector. Despite the challenges, he says the system is holding up well.
Chief Medical Officer Sean Charles says that the health system has been under severe pressure due to the increase of COVID-19 cases. The latest health dashboard records Grenada's active COVID-19 cases at 2,551 with a positivity rate at 26.7%. The number have grown rapidly over the past few days.
Our team is under extreme pressure at present. One, the demand for testing is really, really high. All right. I know persons have the experience of going out to our health facilities, and they know that they have to wait some time. In addition, we have, in some instances, staff who become infected because what we have observed more commonly, a family member brings it home. So we have to isolate or we have to quarantine individuals, which results in a reduction in the number of persons available to actually do the work.
Despite the shortage of staff, 1,800 plus COVID-19 tests recently were conducted.
Our team has so far been able to, overcome the difficulties and still produce the numbers that you are seeing. All right, still produce. I mean, when you look at the number of tests that we're doing and you compare it to many other countries, it's incredible, and I am amazed how they're able to achieve this every day. And we thank them. All right, we thank them, and we hope that the public would be patient and will recognize the human service that they're putting in.
Some have been worried about the reintroduction of a curfew or restrictions on movement in light of the
is not in danger as it used to be. The question, therefore, is putting additional restriction and creating more trauma in the society, psychologically. Does that worth it? That's the question that we have to answer. And my view is it doesn't worth it at this time. As I pointed out before, if we got into a situation like what we had when Delta occurred and we start seeing more hospitalization, more deaths, then certainly it will call for some other actions that we have not been taking at this particular time.
Officials continue to urge persons to take advantage of vaccination testing facilities and to observe protocols put in place to keep people safe. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The island gets ready to bid final farewell to one of its most distinguished parliamentarians and state representatives. Sir Carlisle Glean will be laid to rest next week following a state funeral, as we'll hear in this report.
A lead-up to the official funeral will begin on Sunday, with the flags being flown at half-mast from sunrise until sundown on the day of the funeral, as a mark of respect for the late former Governor-General. The proceedings will include official tributes by Governor-General Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. Prior to Tuesday's funeral, the body of Sir Carlisle will lie in state at the Parliament Building, Mount Weardale, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday. During that period, the public is invited to bid farewell to the former Governor General, with all COVID-19 protocols to be enforced for the safety of persons in attendance. The family will also host evening prayers, followed by tributes on Monday at 6 p.m. at the St. Peter's Catholic Church, Guelph. There will be condolence books at the Church and Parliament building for persons wishing to share their message with the family. An online condolence book has also been created and can be accessed directly, and alternatively, persons can access the book via the GIS Facebook page. The body of the late Sir Carlisle Glean will be entombed at the Douglaston Cemetery. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And GBN will bring the funeral service live on all of our platforms, GBN Television, Classic Radio, and our social media platforms. This is Network News. Still to come, a new group of families to be allocated houses in the Chinese Low-Income Program. We'll tell you where that is after these messages.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Come on and rise up for holidays with Republic. Light up your Christmas with Republic Bank. Light up your home with renovations. Light up your driveway with a new vehicle. Even better, light up the faces of your loved ones with a loan from Republic Bank. Get up to $50,000 unsecured. Reduce interest rates, quick approvals, and win cash prizes with Republic Bank. The holidays are here. Republic spreading the cheer. Come on and light up your Christmas with Republic. Make this Christmas your brightest with Republic Bank. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Thanks for staying with us, and as always, we say good night and good evening to our listeners on K105 and those of you following us on the social media platforms. We begin this segment over on the sister island of Carriacou. Government continues to place emphasis on the development of the fisheries sector. It has been undertaking a series of initiatives to ensure that the department is adequately staffed. Training for fisher folk has also been high on its agenda. Let's get details on a recent training program which was held in Carriacou in this Rikisha St. Louis dispatch from the Government Information Service.
10 young fishers in Carriacou benefited from a 2-day business management workshop facilitated by the Climate Change Adaptation in the Eastern Caribbean Fisheries Sector project. The training was in keeping with the Food and Agriculture Organization funded project agenda to improve resilience among fisherfolk in Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique through capacity building. National coordinator for the project, Chris Moore, said the training was designed to build the capacity of fisherfolks in Carriacou in business management, finance management, record keeping, business structuring, and accessing loans and grants.
We saw the need, and actually fishers expressed the need for business training in terms of managing their finances, keeping proper records, and also being able to access loans and grants and setting up their business as a true business, not just a side hustle or not just a thing that their father used to do and they pick it up, if you understand what I'm saying. So this training is truly to assist fishers in changing the way that they view the things that they do as a real business. At the end of this presentation, for the 2 days, we have one-on-one sessions with each of them as they need. And we will sit, and if it's the budget that they want help with, we will help them with that. If they want to access a loan and they're not sure, they need guidance, we will have hand-holding during the sessions.
The training was facilitated by business skills expert and trainer Elsa Batiste, fisheries officer in the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Mr. Junior MacDonald, commended the FAO for initiating the training, which he believes will enhance the business of fishing in Carriacou. He noted that the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs sees fishing as a critical sector for the Sister Isles, and it will continue to invest invest in the holistic development of the sector.
As the fisheries develop, training in business, learning to account, learning to how to deal with customers, learning how to manage the fishing business, learning how to manage finance, which is critical, especially during this pandemic period where we see the importance of managing revenue and ensuring that your livelihood is sustainable. Over the last year, we have been embarking on several training, and this is just an additional extension to the training. We had the captaincy training, which we trained over 75 fishers.
Now, we have a question for you. If someone refers to you as a nigger, how would you feel? The question comes to the fore as music industry players assess modern trends on an ever-evolving entertainment landscape. Producer Eugene Gittins is worried that gains made in discouraging racial slurs in music are being eroded. He discussed this very sensitive issue with the GBN Morning Show hosts Glenn Telesford and Gary Roberts G-Squared on Thursday.
Also, though, that's part of it. And like I said, music always pushes the boundaries, and we have to allow it to do it to a certain extent, but we have to monitor it. But, you know, it's more than just age, Gary. I think it's a consciousness, because sometimes we didn't do the job well enough of passing on certain things to our children. So, for example, let's take a word like nigger. You know how many people have died in this world to prevent people from saying the word nigger?
I agree.
And now you have people, artists, just like saying that like nothing, and you can say that's an age. It's because of a lack of consciousness. And even in the States, you have people fighting to get those rap artists to stop using that word. You know, people think it's accepted in the States, but not everywhere. Very in conscious circles in black communities, people don't like that word being used in rap.
Mr. Gittins notes the worrying trend of local music artists following in the footsteps of rappers and other content producers overseas.
When we have our people now, getting involved, getting on that bandwagon, it just shows sometimes a lack of really the historical understanding. Because if you really appreciate that, then you'll be very, very skeptical about using that word, and promoting that.
The word nigger. We would like to hear your thoughts on the use of the word. Do you think that society has evolved and its use should have emotions, or do you think it should be kept in the statutes of words which bear negative connotations and should remain off limits? We would like to hear your views on this. Please join the debate by posting your comments on our social media platforms. You can also send your responses via WhatsApp to 405-3052. To repeat that number, 405-3052. We have stories to come together with ISAW in our next segment of news. To stay with us. Welcome back. The first cohort of families to be placed in low-income houses will get their keys within the next 8 weeks as the first group to be presented this year. The announcement has come from Minister for Housing and Social Development, the Honorable Delma Thomas.
It's good news for successful applicants for the Chinese low-income houses, as the first batch of individuals will receive their keys by March end this year. That announcement by Social Development and Housing Minister Delma Thomas. Those units fall under Phase 2 of the Grenada China project. 600 units were constructed at 5 locations across the island: the Villa St. Patrick, Corinth St. David, Boucherjou St. George, Dumfries and Carriacou, and St. Mark. Minister Thomas said that minor work on some units and inspection that must first take place were delayed due to COVID-19. However, 4 of the units are fully complete. She says that more than 600 families stands to benefit.
For the completion, we will first have the handing over ceremony from the People's Republic of China. So we'll have to inspect and have the Ministry of Works and everybody to ensure that what we accept is of the standard. I mean, we have been inspecting before, but we want to make sure that all the utilities are working properly. We know that we had some challenges before, and so we provided more oversight this time to ensure that some of the issues that we had before do not repeat itself. And so we will have a handing over ceremony from the Chinese where they will hand over after all inspection from their side, and we will deal with in terms of the housing authority finalizing maybe the first set of families to move in those houses.
Units in Corinth, St. David, Dumfries, Carriacou, St. Patrick, and St. Mark were already handed over to the government of Grenada. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Efforts to curb and ultimately eliminate pedia larceny have proven futile in recent years. Well, as the new year begins, the Prime Minister has been brought into the conversation.
The over-reliance on government to find a solution to almost every issue cannot continue into the future. Highlighting the issue of pedia larceny, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says citizens must accept their role in solving such a problem.
Look at the issue of pedia larceny. To me, the biggest problem is what appears in the society. People sometimes know an individual is not doing any farming or doing little or no farming. Yet the man comes and he presents you a pile of pumpkin or tomatoes, and you buy it because you get it cheap.
Government has launched a number of initiatives in the fight against pedia larceny, including a supplementary budget last September, which gave a heavy focus on the issue. However, many still believe the actions are not being felt on the ground and by the farmers affected. The Prime Minister notes that the fight begins with the people.
We need to get more and more people involved in taking hard decisions. When you see a guy, like, report him to the police. Let the police don't do his work and we will deal with the police accordingly. But when you buy it and you keep your mouth shut, and the next person does the same thing, then you have a serious problem.
Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair, during the budget debate, had stated it is now time to not just talk about an end, but deliver on that promise.
And Mr. Deputy President, we will go nowhere because why? The persons who are responsible for pedia larceny, which is basically the rural constables, are not enshrined within the Royal Grenada Police Force. So we just set up bad. They cannot arrest nobody. And even the money that is with them, when 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the night, they have to go home because it's an employment regulation.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is Network News.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products, or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
So we're back with you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, online viewers this morning. Those of you of YouTube and, of course, of Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Good Morning Grenada, and myself and my co-host Gary. It's G Squared back with you once again. Hope all is well. Besides all the little hiccups we had this morning, things are flowing pretty nicely. Forecast predicts, of course, scattered showers expected during the course of the daytime today. So looking for that. Some of you may be very, very happy to get those scattered showers. Hey, let me say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. Are you with me, Gary? What's up? Some reason or the other, I'm not getting Gary. I'm not getting Gary for some reason or the other. I'm not sure what's happening there. But suddenly had the audio from him a while ago. Let me see if I could get that sorted out. And I think I may have think I know what happened there for Gary. Let me see if we can have that rectified. Hey Gary, you with me? Yeah. I think that's been rectified.
Is this better?
100%.
Still better?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so we're good. We're cooking on gas then.
More or less we are. So this morning we kicked it off. We didn't take a peek at the, of course, because it's been a hectic morning for us. We didn't take a peek at the dashboard. Also want to remind folks that there's going to be a cruise ship in port today. So those of you who are, of course, in that particular industry, probably you don't have the list per se. So you want to know, of course, what's happening in terms of the cruise ship that's going to be in today. Let me take a peek at that and let you folks know that we are going to have one cruise ship in today. It's called the Enchanted Princess, and that particular cruise ship is going to be with us today, and it should be in about 1 p.m. this afternoon. All right, that particular cruise ship is going to be in, and it's going to stick around till about 7 p.m. It has a capacity of 3,660 passengers on board, with a crew of 1,340, reasonably sized one, I would say. And that particular cruise ship will be with us today, just a lone one. May I remind you, you know the drill, folks. I guess I'll repeat it just in case it slips just a bit. If you have to use the Esplanade side of the mall, and if you're unvaccinated, you'll not be able to go there. All right. However, you can use the Bruce Street side of the mall, and certainly that will be access will be granted to you there. All right. So take a note of that. So from around 1 p.m., you have one cruise ship coming in today, Friday, being the 14th day of January.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Gary, go ahead.
Yeah, man. So we haven't looked at the COVID-19 dashboard for the morning as yet either.
We haven't looked at it, and I'm not sure why we gained that little reverb, Gary. I'm not sure why.
Well, I didn't touch anything, so it's not on my end.
I'm not sure why we get that little reverb, but I'm hearing myself repeating myself just a wee bit.
All right.
Anyway, you flow with the COVID dashboard. And so you flow with the COVID dashboard.
So the COVID situation as it is right now inside Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, yesterday as of the 13th of January 2022, new confirmed cases 293. Echo kind of getting bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing the problem. But let me just kick it in with the COVID dashboard for you, for those of you who are listening. The new COVID confirmed cases, there's 293 new confirmed cases, folks. 293. And, of course, I would say it's a new, of course, redesigned dashboard, I will say. And current COVID hospitalized folks who have COVID and they are hospitalized is 5. I'm kind of reading it off the TV this morning, so forgive me, folks. And there's, of course, tests was done on that day, which was yesterday's day. They had 1,508 individuals were tested, and so there's a positivity rate of 19.4%. All right. And one new death. Our condolences to the family of that particular individual who may have lost their life. Our apology for that happening. And once again, our condolences. New recoveries, 118 in terms of new recoveries. So, folks, that's what it looks like in terms of the dashboard. New confirmed cases, once again, 293. And their current hospitality rate of just about 5 persons. And as I did mention before, one individual lost their life. So there's one person that died there. And the new recoveries, 118. So that's your COVID dashboard there for you folks. And as I mentioned, let me see if I can get Gary back. I'm not sure what's really happened there.
I'm right here dealing with this echo situation, not too sure what might be the solution, but it's all good.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. It's K105, folks, and we're taking you through this morning, and the option of winning themselves, of course, something this morning, and Gary going to take care of that as usual. Not sure if he have anything that is going to, of course, make me want to participate. Yeah, what do you think?
Our viewers and listeners can win a ticket to go to the movie palace.
The ticket to the movie palace.
Yeah. Sure, and right now at the movie palace is Matrix Resurrections, Spider-Man No Way Home, James Bond No Time to Die. For the kids, Encanto, Sing 2, and I think they also showing Resident Evil is also showing at the Reno Cinema. So you can win yourself a ticket right here.
All right. I guess we are with that when we get into that particular segment this morning. I'm actually seeing a couple of folks via my side of things here. Looking at my WhatsApp, folks who have perhaps that the answer per se to the you mentioned it could be a riddle. I shave every day, but my beard remains the same. And I'm seeing 1, 2, at least 4 individuals has messaged the answer. And do you think we should give it out yet, or hold on to it a bit still?
Let's go with it.
Let's go with it. Well, we have, I think, at least as I mentioned, 3 individuals has messaged it, and the answer is a barber, and that is so correct. Because you being a barber, you
smart people.
You shave individuals' beard every day, and you remain the same. You ever see most barbers don't have a neat haircut? You know that, Gary? Most.
No. It's kind of like cost of the tree.
Yeah. Cuts everybody here neatly, and their own is just not put out in a proper way. But it happens.
How has been the first week of school? That's my question to all the parents out there and guardians. How has been the first week of school? Would love to hear from you guys.
Well, for most or some parents, it may be the second, because there were some parents who had to send their children the week before, but the vast majority were permitted from Monday last, and I wonder what it's been for them. Has a vast majority of children went out, or were there a minimal amount? What was it? What was it like?
Yeah, and we know that there have been some reported cases. All right, especially in some of the schools. All right, so we just pray that everyone remains safe, observe and practice the protocols, and cannot stress on that too much. All right. So this is where we are.
Yep. So let's get into the birthday list this morning, Gary. Let's see who's celebrating. I'm not sure if you already have it set up on your side. I do have it prepared on my side. I guess I always have things sorted on my side. So I'm going to get into the birthday list this morning, and let's see who's celebrating today. Let me get your audio down just a wee bit. Not sure how we're going to have that echo issue sorted out. Seem to be getting to me a little bit. So let's get into the birthday list. I'll take care of the birthday list for you here on my side of things. So those of you celebrating, good morning. And happy birthday if it's your birthday today. Let me say good morning to Sydney Rubin of Pearls in St. Andrews. Sydney, good morning and happy birthday. 13 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Dania Cockburn, also known as Dudu of Lower Capital. That's in Birch Grove. How you doing this morning? Happy birthday. Actually a student of the Granville Secondary School celebrating 15 years old today. Happy birthday. Kasima Mapson of Grandans Valley. How are you, Kasima? It's your birthday today. Hope all is well with you. Kenita Morgan of Sobeys. How you doing this morning, Kenita? It's your birthday today. All the best on your birthday from members of the family. We have brother and sister celebrating. Sometimes they may not be twins, but just happen to born on the same day. Lucky for both of you. That's Shay and Katusha. Yes, Philip of Victorious and Mark. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Karen Wilson of Pearls in St. Andrew. Good morning to Karen. How you doing? Happy birthday. Deborah Joseph of Lower Capital, Birch Grove in St. Andrew. Good morning to you, Deborah. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning also to Angela George, also known as Annie of Grand Anse. Good morning and happy birthday. Shantae Julian of St. David's. How you doing this morning, Shantae? Happy birthday to you. She's from Victoria and St. Mark. Happy birthday to you. Shaniki Francis of Maki, well-known hairdresser. Good morning, lady. Happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning to Eugene Joseph of St. Dal Street, Grenville. How are you doing this morning? Happy birthday and all the best on your birthday today from members of your family. Let's say good morning also and happy birthday going out to, is it Rukia? Rukia Knife of Marley St. Patrick. Good morning to Rukia. Happy birthday. Kamasia James of Darbo. How are you doing this morning? Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Umbrella Farmers of Telescope in St. Andrew celebrating. Happy birthday to you. Bradley Joseph Charles of Bylands. How are you doing this morning? Greetings going out to him this morning from his wife, members of the family. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to the Honorable Oliver Joseph. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Happy birthday. He's a caretaker for the St. David's area there. Good morning, members of the family. Special shout out from friends and his son Sheldon out this morning, wishing him a happy birthday. Let's say good morning also and happy birthday to the Delina Farmers, also known as Betty of Rukeen and St. David's, actually an employee of Springs Food Mart. Good morning and happy birthday from members of her family. Rodney Matthews, aka Nutti and Rudo. Yeah, how you doing? Happy birthday from members of the family. Adrian Simply Smooth, wherever he's at. Haven't seen this brother in a long time. Hope he's doing okay. Happy birthday, man. Let's say good morning to Malisha Sharp of Appoitude. Good morning and happy birthday from members of her family. Wishing her a happy birthday. Maudlin Williams, how you doing, lady? Happy birthday to you. Let's say good morning to Nisha Matthews of Margaret and St. John. Nisha, good morning. Happy birthday from your mom and other members of the family. I have a police officer on my list this morning, Lane Edwards. Good morning, sir. Happy birthday. Lloyd Prince. How you doing this morning, sir? Happy birthday. A well-known bus driver flying the route from St. George's to Sauters, that particular route. Good morning from your wife, Yolen, and other members of the family. Wishing you a happy birthday today. Family members and friends, extending a greeting to you this morning. Let's say good morning to Nikita George of Grand Roy. How you doing this morning? Celebrating today. Happy birthday for members of the family. Also, let's say good morning to Merle Augustine. Merle is actually in the U.S. of A. Good morning and happy birthday for members of her family. Lymphia Lewis of Telescope. How you doing? All the best on your birthday today. Let's say good morning to Porgy Cherubin of Good Hope in St. Paul's. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Let's go on to him this morning from his wife. That's Pamela and other members of the family. Yes, wishing him a happy birthday today. Let's say good morning to Gemma Duncan, a.k.a. sister of Grand Roy. How you doing this morning, Gemma? Greetings going on to this morning from Miss Evelyn Smith and family, wishing her a happy birthday. I have mother and a daughter celebrating today. That's Bernadette McQuilkin and of Concord, and her daughter that's Sherilyn. Yeah, Sherilyn Bub of Providence and St. David. So mother and daughter celebrating. Happy birthday to both of you. Certainly hope you're having a lovely day so far. And I was able to actually get through my entire list this morning. Wow. Let's say good morning to Tavel Pierre of Moya, celebrating today. Tavel is actually 9 years old today. Good morning, Tavel. How you doing? Happy birthday from family members and friends. Wishing you a happy birthday. Let me take a peek at my WhatsApp list this morning. Sometimes I don't always, because of time constraints, we have some time this morning, so I'm able to throw it in. If there were anyone in the WhatsApp list that sent out greetings this morning, let me take a peek at the WhatsApp list. Let me see who's on the WhatsApp this morning. And most folks have just participated in the actual trivia that we threw out. So not much folks did participate and it did send out a birthday greeting from the WhatsApp list this morning, but they're not there. So however, I did throw it all to you this morning. So happy birthday to all of the birthday celebrants. I certainly hope everyone is doing a-okay today. Your day started off a great way, and I hope that the day continues to be an awesome one for you. Let me say good morning to a dear friend of mine. She's I think in the U.S. today, right? She lives in the U.K., but actually she's in the U.S. On this particular day, and it's her birthday today. Let me say good morning to Sweet Pea. She likes to be called that way. Anyway, good morning and happy birthday to you. Certainly hope you're doing a-okay. Happy birthday, lady. Certainly have yourself a lovely day today. Don't complain I didn't shout you out, all right? So that's it for the birthday list, Gary. That's it for the birthday list this morning. Did get all of the names in, and
yeah.
So
how are we doing that now?
Well, I wrapped up the birthday list. Still have that little echo situation. Hope we can get that rectified, and don't have to deal with it on another show. You understand? Sometimes those little technical glitches do get to you. Some way or the other. So,
well, you're the technical man, so we leave this in your hands.
Yeah, man. But I wish I could have juggled both at the same time. But so we impossible to be sitting here and trying to resolve that. It's a little complicated.
All out of options.
Yeah. I think I have an idea what's happening, but unable to rectify that at this point in time. So we're getting set for that, of course, the giveaway this morning. Gary, what do you, of course, want to throw out, to the listeners, the viewers this morning? You be asking them a question, or you going to take a couple of calls? And
yeah, man, we're going to take a couple of calls.
Don't forget.
All the listeners and viewers need to answer me to win yourself a ticket to go see any of the blockbuster movies right now at the Movie Palace. Give me the names of 2 movies. Not one, but 2 movies.
2 movies that are currently running at the Movie Palace.
That's right.
And if you do that, you could win yourself, of course, movie tickets. Or Sleepy Pampers. Yep.
Well, we're going to give away the Sleepy Pampers at a different junction.
So let me just walk in with the Movie Palace tickets today, right?
Yeah. That's right now.
Okay.
We're not giving moon. Today is Friday. Let's free up the thing.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time. You know what I mean? The weekend is today is Friday, right?
Today's Friday.
Yeah.
End of the week.
That's what I thought.
End of the week. You know, there are folks who love Fridays, especially for those who may not have to work on Saturday. You know, so hey, but work we're done. And they're constantly looking at the clock all day, wondering what's happening.
We know how that goes.
So, we're going to take a couple of calls. You know the numbers you can call to participate. Just give the name of 2 movies that are currently running right now at Movie Palace, and you could win yourself tickets to head on to see those movies, per se, down at the Movie Palace. The number you call is 435-2041, 435-2041, and just give me name 2 movies.
Hey, big up to our listeners right now and viewers on Facebook and our friends out there in YouTube as well. We are streaming live. And these guys are plugged on. Share up, like up, and send your emojis and all of that fancy stuff you do on social media. Let's get it going, man.
All right. Well, seems like nobody wants to win themselves that ticket, you know, Gary. Maybe I'll go and take it myself. I haven't been to a movie in a long time. I've been doing that at home a lot. And I'm a bit of a movie freak myself. I love movies.
Give me the names. I thought I'd make it a little bit challenging by saying 2 and not just 1, but give me the name of 2 of the movies that are now showing at the Movie Palace. As simple as that.
As simple as that. And you win yourself tickets to go on out to see a movie at the Movie Palace. All right, let me see. I think I see a caller coming in. Let me see what this caller says. Oh. All right. Seems that I may have lost that caller there a bit. I think I touched the wrong button. Anyway. So, caller once again, folks, if you want to participate, win yourself a ticket to head on to the Movie Palace. You could just name a movie and one of the movies that are showing right now, and you could.
And I just mentioned it, too.
You did mention a movie. You mentioned a movie.
Yeah, just before I asked the question, I mentioned the names of the movies that are showing. So if you were listening, that's easy peasy.
Yeah, you did actually run through some of the movies that are currently shown out there. You know? Well, I see a caller. I see we have a caller. Let's see if this caller has the answer. Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
You sound like a youngster who's want to head down to the Movie Palace.
Yeah.
So give us the name of a movie that's showing out there, and you could win yourself that ticket this morning.
Okay. The Bridge.
The Bridge. Could you repeat that again?
The Bridge.
The Bridge. Uh-huh. Hey, Gary, what about she says The Bridge.
That's not currently showing right now. I'm afraid this youngster would have to...
Sweetheart, that movie is currently not part of the lineup right now, so you may have to try again, all right? Okay. She said The Bridge.
We'd
have loved for her to win that there this morning.
They could have gone down there to see any of the...
I think we do have another caller. Let's see who's online. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
All right, so you sound like somebody that goes to movies all the time.
Of course. Especially the 3D one.
Oh, man, well, I understand. So tell us.
So, No Time to Die and Spider-Man. Or No Time to Die and The Matrix Resurrection.
Give us 3 there, man.
he knows all the movies that are shown.
Yes, I'll be waiting.
Congratulations to you. You've just won yourself a ticket to go down to the movie palace.
All right.
Thank you.
Give us a first name. Give us a first name.
Chetty.
Yes. All right, Chetty. Well, we will get in contact with you, or you could hit me back up just a little after the show. We'll take some more details and we'll let you know how you can head on down to collect that ticket and go on and view the movies. Anyone that you prefer to watch. All right?
Thank you so much.
All right, take it easy. All right.
You guys did my day.
All right, man. Well, yeah, Gary, man, want to go see those movies, man. I want to go to see those movies.
I like that.
Yeah. You know, it's Friday, and probably was thinking of going there. Free up. This is Fridays a time to let your hair down and do things you may not do regularly the other days of the week. You understand?
So we on. So we've just given away one ticket for the movie palace. Congratulations to. Did you say Chetty?
Chetty won himself a ticket there.
We want to give away a pack of Sleepy Dance.
Oh, I thought you had canceled it, but if you want to go,
just give it away at a different time.
I thought you were doing both at the same time. My bad on that. So
just give me one of the locations where you can go pick up Sleepy Diapers right about now. Whatever size is your kid, or your neighbor's kid, or your best friend's kid, your auntie kid, your kid. Just give me, of course, the name of 2 outlets in St. George's where you can get Sleepy Diapers.
We have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, but I don't want to talk about the diapers. I want to let you know that your general transmission is coming through with an echo, and it's rather disturbing. Do you mind checking it out? Have a nice day, will you?
Yeah, so we're trying to rectify that problem. Our apology for that to the listeners. I know it's a little bit annoying, even annoying for us being on here and doing it. We understand that. Our apology for that. On my side, it's okay. It's only when I tap into for Gary's end, because he's at the remote studio this morning, and I'm not sure that's where that issue is coming from. So our apology for that. And so Gary did mention a while ago, of course, if you were listening, we're giving out a pack of Sleepy Dampers this morning, and he's saying that you could give us the actual location. Was it the location, Gary?
Yes.
Where folks could pick up the Sleepy Dampers. And let's go over to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning. Hotspot in the mall.
She's saying hotspot in the mall. Is that an actual location, Gary?
That's one.
How many do you want?
2 locations.
2 locations. Give us another. Well, you may have to call us back when you get another, all right? So, she gave us one day, Gary.
Yeah, GT, what you can do in the interest of the listeners, what you can do, you can tap me in and out just when you need to say something. So
sure, no problem. Absolutely no problem with that. So, of course, for the callers who are calling, give us two locations where you can pick up Sleepy Diapers. And I think we you lost that caller there. Don't forget the number you can call. It's 445-2041. That's 445-2041. And let us know where you can pick up Sleepy Dappers. 2 locations. Someone called a while ago, if you were listening, and gave actually 1 location. And congratulations to our previous winner who won that individual, Jaddy. Yeah, he won himself a ticket for the Movie Palace. And if you can give us a location where now, as we, of course, in our second segment in the giveaway this Friday, as we freeing up just a little bit, if you know where you can pick up Sleepy Dappers, 2 locations, you could win yourself a pack of that. Let's go over to the lines. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. I guess you heard the. I guess you heard
in the mall and the new supermarket on the lane.
There's a new supermarket on the lane and
where Blue Daniel used to be.
Gary, could we give that a go? He's saying there's a location on the lane, a new supermarket. I don't think I ever heard of a new supermarket on the lane. Maybe it was my bad. And he's also saying hotspot in the mall. Is that a go?
It is correct.
He's correct.
He's correct.
All right. Caller, give us a first name. Give us a first name, and we will. Then we get back to you.
Kareem.
Harry. Kareem. All right, Kareem. Thank you so much, and we get back to you shortly. Just a little after the show this morning, you could give us a call. Give us a call back, and we take some other details from you. Okay. No problem, man. So he's correct there, Kareem. He, of course, Lotus Lane, where Bledanu, of course, used to be. I don't think there's no longer Bledanu. I hope I'm right about that. And hotspot within the mall, you can get Sleepy Dappers there. So congratulations to the winners this morning. It was a pleasure having you folks participate. And it's all good. Hey, Gary, you with us?
I'm with you 100%. I am speaking and I'm still trying to sort out the technical glitches right here. Hey, don't forget we got Tune for Tuna, GT.
Yes, Gary. I think I'm gonna leave you to take care of the Tune for Tuna, but
I thought you were going to take care of you Tune for Tuna. You're trying to flip the script on me here this morning. Hey, congratulations to all the winners, man.
All right. Let's see with the Tune for Tune this morning. How are we going to, of course, get that rolling off this morning, the Tune for Tune. Let me see if we can get that all queued up. And we do have... I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get the Tune for Tune running, Gary. But a little bit of the technical issue that we experienced in there this morning.
Just play it on your end, man. Just play it on your end.
Yeah, well, I'll just run it on my end for now. So let's get into our Tune for Tune for today, Friday. And we do have those songs. I have one of the songs already on the lineup. And let's get it off. We kick it off with, of course, a Tune to Tune for today. Bring the time up to 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Shouldn't we have Junior Checkley today, Gary? Sure, we were supposed to. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to happen due to time constraints this morning. But let's get into our Tune to Tune. We have Taurus Riley being one of our Tune to Tune here on, of course, Good Morning Grenada. Let's kick into this particular Tune to Tune this morning here on this segment.
Natural beauty and yeah. No, I've never been someone shy until I seen you right.
Track entitled She's Royal. Actually should have been the one played from Gary's side, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry. No, I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, the way she moves to her own beat. She has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup, she's a queen. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah.
Certainly, she's royal. She's so royal. Tarrus Riley, she's royal. Of course, in the Tune for Tune segment this morning, the first of two. We do have another great one coming up. Gary, great song, eh? Great song. Great song, I must say, from Tarrus Riley. She's royal.
And that's on the New School side.
And on the New School side. Should have been playing from your side. Of course, if you're available in the studio, we could have done that the way we should have it done, taken care of. Now, from the old school side, let's see our, of course, second song this morning. Of course, he's a veteran artist. Gone to the great beyond. But his music per se, certainly will live on. So this is Dennis Brown. For the older folks out there who know, of course, this particular artist will know this song. Track entitled Girl, I've Got a Date. Girl, I Got a Day. That was, of course, our Tune for Tune segment this morning here on K105 and Hot 98. We kicked it off with Tarrus Riley. She's royal. And, of course, that was the new school part of things. And then we dealt with the old school side of things. And Dennis Brown here, of course, Girl, I Got a Date. Actually, it was not actually the theme what we wanted to get at, but that one I selected actually came in pretty decently, right? Because actually we should have played Here I Come, Love and Hate, but hey, Girl, I Got a Date worked out just fine. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 and Hot 98. GT together with Gary G Squared, and we taking you through this morning. Hey, those of you making your way to work, good morning. Hope all is well with you. Follow the protocols, please. All right, don't forget to follow the protocols. We see there's still that gradual of course, amount in the COVID cases. And, we're hoping that we could come one of these mornings and we see 0 new cases. All right. Hey, Gary with me. And so sad that, of course, our little audio issues are still not being resolved the way we would like it to. But it's all good. It's all good. So we just have a few more minutes left of the show this morning, just roughly about 7 minutes or so. So tell me, what's up with you?
Well, let's get the listeners to decide which tune they're going with this morning.
Well, I thought you were just gonna just let the listeners, just absorb the songs in the way that they like to. Anyway, if you're listening out there, and the 2 songs we played, you heard the Dennis Brown and you heard the Taurus Riley. Which one of the 2 you think, of course, as a preferred song of yours this morning? I will go for the Dennis Brown, being on the old school side of things. I will go for the Dennis Brown. Girl, I got a date.
And I'll go for the Taurus Riley.
You'll go for the Taurus Riley.
Because all the ladies out there,
they're royal.
Beautiful, you are royal. You ought to know that.
And I agree with that also. I agree with that also. Both songs, great songs, but you can only vote for one at a time.
That's right. So, like I said, would like to apologize for the audio glitch here this morning. We're still technically trying to navigate and try to sort out exactly what is the problem. And that has escaped us to this point.
Don't forget, we will have that rectified for another show, so don't worry about that. That'll be taken care of. Just that we can't deal with it while we're doing it instantly. So, live thing works out. All right, when you're doing it live, it happened with those glitches. And see, for my side, I already have, of course, 2 listeners out there who seem to be going for the Taurus Riley. She's royal. Yeah. But you like the Dennis Brown, but that's unbelievable. Anyway.
I win.
You win. So let's leave that right there. We should be having per se Junior Czech Republic in this morning. We're taking us around the island. I haven't seen him checked in as yet, and as soon as he do, we will carry him live. Not much time left to do it. But I haven't seen him checked in as yet, so not sure if we're going to have him this morning. But if he do check in, we will camp. We still have about 5 more minutes before we wrap this morning. Gary, what do you want to tell the folks out there this morning in terms of course, being cautious for the weekend and so forth? What would you like to show to them this morning?
The weekend is here, and we admonish everyone to please observe the protocol. All right? We don't want to go back in a state where we need to be told when to go home. You understand? So let's make sure we play this game right, so we can get out of this in one piece, with one mind, with our right mind, all right, and with our lives as well. So stay safe out there, observe the protocol. And the weekend is here, and I know you want to let loose a little bit, but do so while at the same time being cautious.
All right. I will, of course, second that statement from you there. Make sure that whatever you do it safely this weekend. If you're planning, of course, participating in any events, and observe the protocols, maintain your social distance, wear your mask, please. I'm still seeing a lot of folks who are walking around, and especially within the town of St. George, and there's particular areas, especially the Bush Terminus area, still a lot of folks congregating there for some reason or other and not wearing masks. You may not have contracted the virus yet, if I can say it in that way, and you may think, well, you have some sort of immunity. Hey, you probably could maybe have a strong immune system, but then you could take it home to your family who may have a different immune system to you. You understand? And that could cause problems, especially if you have elderly individuals in the home and stuff. I try to be very careful with, having my mom at home, and of course, who's in her early 90s. And we don't want to getting into that sort of problem at all. So I try to observe the protocols, make sure I sanitize always before I get in the house and so forth, to eliminate that problem actually happening. So I encourage folks to do that. Hey, Gary, we may have to make an early wrap for it today. So those of you who are viewing us via GBN TV, those of you on YouTube, those of you via Facebook, we want to thank you for participating. Hopefully next week we get this thing working seamless and without any hiccups and so forth. Or maybe, Gary, you got to pop back in the studio. I think that. I'll put you on the spot. Maybe you got to pop back in the studio. You may have to pop back in the studio. Yeah.
For technology.
Yeah. You know, sometimes technology fails us. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, goodbye to our friends on Facebook, YouTube, and of course on GBN TV. That's a wrap for, of course, Good Morning Grenada for today.
All right. Hey, folks, all the best. Don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour here on the K105, we will carry for you the BBC World Report. Stick around for that. So until next week, bye from G Squared on Good Morning Grenada. Hey, folks, have yourself a great day. Let's continue to take you through this morning, folks. It's of course, Good Morning Grenada. We're going to wrap it up for today. And once again, goodbye to our TV audience. Have yourself a great day. Let's take it out from this one. Of course, continue with our, theme for today just a wee bit until we get some changeovers made.